Hello everyone, welcome back to Crazy IGCSE. So today we'll be learning an IGCSE Biology 0610 topic, Organization of the Organism, Part 2, Specialized Cells. So in the previous class we learned about organization of the organism, about the cell structure, and today that was part 1. And I had mentioned that it's a really lengthy topic, so I would break it into 4 parts, and this is the second part, which is specialized cells. So let's talk about specialized cells and their adaptations. So specialized cells are which have developed certain characteristics to perform the particular functions they're supposed to. And the differences are controlled by the genes which are in the nucleus. And the cells specialize by undergoing differentiation. And this is a process in which cells develop the structure and the characteristics which are required to carry out the functions which they normally do. This is a nerve cell. We'll be learning more about nerve cells in our coming topics. So this is the cell body. This whole thing is a cell body. And then this is the dendrite. This is the nucleus. These are ribosomes. Then this is the cell membrane. This is the cytoplasm. This whole lengthy thing you see is an axon. Then this is a myelin sheath. It's made from Schwann cells. And this is the nerve endings. This is a red blood cell. So this is cytoplasm, which contains the hemoglobin. This is the cell membrane. And this is the part, the biconcave shape, which is due to the lack of nucleus. This is a sperm cell. So this is the acrosome, this green one. Then this is the cell membrane. This is the nucleus. This whole part is the head. This whole part. Then this is the mitochondria. The whole thing is called the midpiece. This is the cytoplasm. Then this is the whole tail is called the tail or the flagellum. This is an egg cell. So this is the mitochondrion. This is the cell membrane. This is the zona pellucida. Then these ones are the yolk droplets. This is the nucleus, the cytoplasm, and this is the follicle cells. These are follicle cells. These are the specialized cells in plants. The first one's a root hair cell. Its function is the absorption of water and mineral ions from the soil. Its adaptation is that the root hair increases the surface area of the cell to ensure the maximum absorption of the water and mineral ions. Then the walls are really thin to ensure that the water moves through quickly and there is no chloroplasts present. Then xylem vessel, its function is the conduction of water through the plant and the support of the plant. The adaptation is that there is no top and bottom walls between the xylem vessels, so that there is no continuous column of water running through them. Then the cells will be dead without organelles or cytoplasm to allow free passage of water. Their walls become thickened with a... So these are examples of specialized cells in animals. So the first one is a ciliated cell. A ciliated cell. Its function is the movement of the mucus in the trachea and bronchi. So the ciliated cell is responsible for the movement of the mucus, which is in the trachea and the bronchi. And its adaptations is that the extensions of the cytoplasm, which are at the surface of the cell, they form hair-like structures, and these hair-like structures are called cilia. And the cilia beat to move the mucus and the trapped particles up till the throat. So the ciliated cell is known for its hair-like structures, and that hair-like structures will beat the mucus so that it moves up your throat, and it also moves the trapped particles up till the throat. Then is the nerve cell. So the nerve cell, the function is the conduction of impulses. So the adaptations of a nerve cell is that they're long, because they're long so that the nerves, they can run to and from different parts of the body to the central nervous system. We'll be learning about the central nervous system in our further topics. And then the cell also has extensions and branches, and then that allows it to communicate with other nerve cells, muscles, and glands. And the axon, the extension of the cytoplasm away from the cell body, is covered with a fatty sheath which insulates. Remember, fatty sheath, it insulates the nerve cell and then it speeds up the nerve impulse. So a nerve cell has many adaptations. There are 3 of them. First, they're long. Second, they have extensions and branches so that they communicate with other nerve cells, muscles, and glands. And then they have an axon, which is covered with a fatty sheath, and the fatty sheath is used to insulate the nerve cell, and it also speeds up the nerve impulse. Then the other cell is the red blood cell. Now the red blood cell is supposed to transport oxygen. That's the function of red blood cell, to transport oxygen. Now the adaptation is that it has a biconcave disc, which the biconcave disc is a shape of it which increases the surface area, and when it increases the surface area, it allows for more efficient diffusion of oxygen. Now if you've seen a red blood cell, it is like a donut shape cell. That's why it's called a biconcave disc, and that shape of it increases the surface area. The surface area will be used for the diffusion of oxygen. And it also contains hemoglobin, and this hemoglobin joins with the oxygen to transport it. Then it contains no nucleus, and because of no nucleus, it is to increase the amount of space available for the hemoglobin inside the cell. So there is no nucleus so that the amount of hemoglobin inside the cell is having enough space. Then the next cell is a sperm cell, and sperm cell's function is reproduction. Its adaptation is that the head contains the genetic material so that fertilization occurs in a haploid nucleus, and that means containing half the normal number of chromosomes. Then the acrosome in the head contains digestive enzymes so that the sperm can penetrate an egg. Then the mid-piece is packed with the mitochondria to release the energy needed to swim and fertilize the egg. Also, the tail enables the sperm to swim. So, a sperm cell has 4 adaptations. Its head contains genetic material for fertilization in a haploid nucleus. Second one is a head contains digestive enzymes so that the sperm can penetrate an egg. Third is it's packed with mitochondria so that it releases energy needed to swim and fertilize the egg. So the energy is needed to swim and fertilize the egg. Then it also has a tail which enables the sperm to swim well. Then the egg cell, also known as ovum, the function is reproduction. The adaptation of an egg cell, it contains a lot of cytoplasm which has a lot of nutrients so that the growth of the early embryo is supported. Then the haploid nucleus contains the genetic material for fertilization. So it's similar to the sperm cell. Then cell membrane changes after the fertilization by a single sperm so that no more sperm can enter. This is a ciliated cell. This is a nerve cell. This is a red blood cell, so this is a donut shape. So if you see, its surface area is really huge, which allows more diffusion to occur. This is a sperm cell. This is an egg cell. This is how the specialized cells in animals look like. This is a ciliated cell. That's the mucus. These are the extensions of the cell membrane. Then this is the cell membrane. This is the nucleus, the cytoplasm, then the mitochondrion. with a substance called lignin, and then that means that they are able to help support the plant. And this is the last specialized cell in a plant, the palisade mesophyll cell. The function is photosynthesis, and its adaptation is as a column shaped to maximize the absorption of sunlight and fit as many in a layer under the upper epidermis of the leaf as possible. It contains a lot of chloroplasts so that it has maximum photosynthesis. This is a root hair cell. So these are the ribosomes, the mitochondrion, nucleus, cytoplasm, the cell wall, the cell membrane. This whole part is the root hair, and this is the vacuole. This is the structure of a xylem. This part no cell contains, and there is just a continuous column of water. This is the original cell wall between the cells which have broken down, and this is the walls which are thickened with lignin. This is the palisade mesophyll cell. This is the chloroplast, the mitochondrion, cell wall, vacuole, nucleus, the ribosomes, the cytoplasm, and this will be the cell membrane. So this part will be the cell membrane. So that's it for our topic today. We're done with part 2 as well, specialized cells, and you can check out my upcoming videos of the remaining 2 parts. Thank you for watching Crazy IGCSE. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. You can comment down if you have any doubts on this topic or any other topics. Thank you very much.